This is the most delicious way to make a pork tenderloin on the smoker. Instead of wasting that pickle juice, why don't you brine your pork tenderloin in it and make the most flavorful, juicy tenderloin that you'll ever have. I am such a fan of pickles. We chow through a jar full of pickles in no time, and my fridge ends up looking like this. But I'm the type of person that is waste not, want not, and I thought to myself, how can we use this in a recipe? And so this you're gonna wanna try out. Now, pork tenderloins are a perfect cut for any quick meal or even a fancy meal. They're cheap, they're excellent protein. You don't have to do a whole bunch of trimming. And for this recipe, they take on the brine that I'm going to be making beautifully. So in a gallon-sized bag, or you could use a container of some sort if you want, I am going to add in 2 pork tenderloins. But trust me, my family will eat like 6 of these. Add in those 2 pork tenderloins. I'm gonna use about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of pickle juice. And I want a dill pickle juice. I don't want the sweet kind of pickles. So fill that up so those pork tenderloins are swimming in that pickle juice. And then to really make this pop, we're using our Hay Grill Hay fish and veggie rub, which is full of delicious herbs that when they get in this pickle juice, they're gonna reconstitute and really develop into amazing flavors. This one is delicious on all veggies, all fish, all the things. Right to that pickle juice and pork tenderloins, I'm gonna add in about 2 tablespoons. It smells so good already, but of course, we're gonna let this take some time to do its magic. Seal that up and give it a mush. I find at least 4 hours to really let that marinade in that pickle brine is the key. So I'm gonna pop this in my fridge and then we're gonna let it smoke up. Now once you've got your pork tenderloins that have been brining for about 4 hours, overnight is even better, you're gonna wanna throw those on the smoker, and we are using this RecTech X-Fire and we have it set to 225. 225 is the perfect temperature because it's gonna allow max smoke absorption, but also slowly cook that at the same time. These already smell incredible. So now we're gonna let that smoke. Our goal with this is to let that smoke until it reaches an internal temperature of about 130 degrees. That'll take anywhere from 60 to 75 minutes based off of the size of that pork tenderloin. Some are about 1 pound, some are 1.5 pounds. It really depends, but your internal thermometer is gonna be your best friend. And then when we get to that point, we're gonna sear it off. It's been about 1 hour and our pork tenderloins are temping to about 130, which is perfect because now we're gonna crank up the heat on this X-Fire and sear off these pork tenderloins to give them a little bit more dimension. We're looking for flavor dimensions on the exterior by browning it up with that sear. The X-Fire is cranking hot and those pork tenderloins are gonna go back on, and they're not gonna take much time to get seared. I'm thinking about 90 seconds per side, and our internal final temperature that we're looking for is 145 degrees. We've let our pork tenderloins rest for about 10 minutes, which is the perfect amount of time for something of this size to really let those juices redistribute. And now for the true test. We're gonna slice this up and show you just how juicy and amazing this is. This is gorgeous. You can see the smoke ring, and it smells a little pickly, which I'm a fan of. It's so juicy and so tender. Make sure you head over to our website, www.barbecuepitstop.com, and all of our locations where you're gonna find all of these ingredients and recipes, and you're gonna make this delicious pork tenderloin your new favorite. It's delicious.